In a world where carbs are your enemy, you need one man to help you fight your battles. That man is Jimmy.
Combating nutrition disinformation and general bull. It's Jimmy Rants. JimmyRants.com.
Switching to keto is too much of a change to how you eat now? Actually, many people who start consuming a low-carb, moderate-protein, high-fat ketogenic diet believe it will require a total overhaul of their diet. But not really. The main thing is to replace starchy sides like potatoes and rice with non-starchy and green leafy vegetables like cauliflower and kale. Add olive oil or avocado oil instead of dressing for your salad. Skip the bread and have hard cheese instead. Finally, for something sweet, enjoy a few squares of dark chocolate and a few blueberries for dessert. Find the keto foods you love and enjoy them. You're not really changing that much about how you eat now.
Simplified short-form keto videos found exclusively at ketowhiteboard.info. Watch it, share it, live it.
What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another Instagram Live, and we're here with another episode of Jimmy Rants. JimmyRants.com is the website. Here's how the fun works. We start off over on Instagram, do a couple of live videos every single day, so go follow me there at Living Low Carb Man, LIVINLOWCARBMAN. Once you're there, you can engage live in the content, just like all these people are doing right now. Welcome in, you guys. If you missed the live, you can watch it on replay for up to 24 hours over on Instagram, so go follow me on Instagram. But if you're not the Instagram type, it's all good. We put all the past episodes in archived form over on YouTube. So type in a keyword Jimmy Rants. You will find the show. Finally, we have the best of the best moments of this here show in podcast form on Apple Podcasts for all you Apple people, myself included, and then Stitcher for all of you Android users. So regardless of who you choose to go with, you can listen to the Jimmy Rants podcast. All of these links, you guys, are located at JimmyRants.com. Today's Jimmy Rants is all about this whole notion that I have heard quite a bit lately and read in various publications that when you go off of the keto diet, all of the benefits that you got doing keto will go away, you'll gain back weight, your health will decline again. So obviously it wasn't great for you to go keto because when you stop doing keto, all of the benefits go away. Now, that never made sense to me at all, because what I want to talk about here today is there is no after when you commit to doing keto as a lifestyle. So people are used to hearing about diets in the short-term sense. I went on a diet, I went off the diet, and then however else you lived your life. And what's funny is even that off the diet is some kind of a diet. You're always on some kind of eating plan, regardless of whatever, if you're doing it in an organized way, like a keto diet or like a paleo diet or like a vegan diet or whatever way you're eating, you're on a diet. That's what that is. So let's get that straight. But this whole notion of you go off of keto, and what they don't understand is, yes, it is a diet, keto, but you don't go off of it. So there is no after when it comes to a ketogenic diet, because a lot of us, and I've been doing this for many years, we describe a low carb, moderate protein, high fat ketogenic diet as a lifestyle change that we've committed to do for life. And so the whole notion of there being such a thing as an after when it comes to diet is kind of a funny one to me. Do you get that with people? Oh, you can't keep up that diet because what happens when you start eating carbs again? I'm not eating carbs again. Oh, but you'll eventually have to go back to eating a normal diet again and eat normal. Keto's normal to me. Oh, but there's no way you could possibly keep eating that way for the rest of your life, forever and ever, amen. No, we're not intended to eat that way forever, and you need to cycle in and out of keto. I'm going to eat this way forever. Oh, but there's just no way you could possibly do that. Right? That's what they'll say. So if you're just joining us, we are talking about this notion that there is put out there about keto and pretty much any diet, but keto lately because it's the diet du jour, that, well, what happens when you go off of the keto diet? You're going to gain back the weight. You're going to have all these health complications come back on. So therefore, keto is useless. You shouldn't have even done it because after keto is over, you're going to have all these calamities hit you. And so my question back is, why does there have to be an after? There is no after keto when you commit to doing this way of eating as a permanent and healthy lifestyle change. Now, obviously, if you do go off plan and you do decide to make there an after when it comes to keto, then you're going to have the consequences that come with that. But this is why you guys hear me harp again and again and again on these Jimmy rants all about making this a permanent and healthy lifestyle change. Because if you don't commit to it being a lifestyle change, of course, you're going to get temporary results from a temporary diet. And the blood sugar doesn't control itself if you start eating carbs again. The inflammation markers do not stay down if you start eating carbs again. All of the benefits that you get from keto are a direct result of your consistency in doing the diet and the other ancillary things that you add to the diet. So the bottom line in this Jimmy Rants is when people try to bring up this whole notion of there being, what are you going to do after you're done with keto, being kind of this before and after when it comes to eating this way, remind them that there really is no after when you commit to doing keto as a lifestyle. Keto is a permanent and healthy lifestyle change. And the sooner that we get away from the keto diet, in fact, in our verbiage, and it's very hard for someone in my position not to go ahead and call it a diet because that's what kind of connects with people. But it's hard for us, if we continue to use that vernacular, to really get people to change. So why don't we all commit to talking about the keto life, the keto lifestyle, keto living, and get away from diet? Because I think diet is a 4-letter D word, and it's almost as profane as the other 4-letter D word. And so I wonder semantically if we stop referring to it as the keto diet, the ketogenic diet, and instead call it keto living, keto lifestyle, that it would resonate more with people, that it's not just this thing you're going to go on for some quick weight loss or some quick change that you're doing from this period to this period, because diets connotate a beginning and an end, a before and an after. And when you commit to a lifestyle is forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever, and you do it your whole life. And I think that's kind of where we're going in trying to help educate people about keto. They're going to read in all of these articles, and I got a ton of them, you guys. I have been a busy boy finding all kind of articles to rant about for you guys soon. And in a lot of those articles, they talk about keto being this diet that's good for weight loss, but when you go off the carbs, you're going to gain back the weight and you're going to mess up your health. So why did you go on keto to begin with? Because nobody can sustain that over the long term, blah, 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 all the usual stuff we always hear. And so what I'm here to tell you is there is no after when you commit to doing the keto diet as a lifestyle. All right, let's see what you guys have to say. Welcome in, welcome in. Thanks so much for being here today on Jimmy Rants. CDoc says ketogenic lifestyle is reparative. Your metabolism gets back to where you were born in keto. Sure, you can wreck your metabolism by eating carbs, but why would you do that? A reawakening to live keto. And CDoc, I always appreciate your commentary, so thank you for that. Yeah, I mean, to me, all I see if I go off of keto and don't try to stay in a constant state of nutritional ketosis, all I see is hunger, carb cravings, mental decline, mood dysregulation, blood sugar swings, insulin going up, inflammation coming back, weight gain. Shall I go on if you go and make there such a thing as an after on keto? I know there is no after on keto. Keto, period. And the period is the end of my life. And I know for me that this is the basis of how I'm supposed to eat for the rest of my life. And I will eat this as the basis for the rest of my long and healthy life, adding other kind of biohacking types things to it. But as a nutritional approach, keto is where it begins and ends, right there. And it's going to keep me in the best possible health that I can be in. Darla says, OMG, it's so true. People are too worried about other people's business. And I'm becoming more and more where I don't give a crap what other people think anymore. I don't know if that's making me an old curmudgeon or what, but I'm coming to the conclusion that the more I kind of live in this online world, the less I really give a rip about what anybody thinks about anything anymore. Charming Confessions. I like that name. Hello. Thanks for being here. All right, guys. So if you talk to people and they're like, what are you going to do if you go off of keto? The answer is obviously you don't go off of keto. There is no after when it comes to keto. And the sooner we learn this lesson, the sooner we can help educate people that you need to make this a permanent and healthy lifestyle change. Diets are for people that aren't serious about getting their health in order. Lifestyle changes are the people that are the real deal, the people that are committing to do this, not just for some fleeting weight loss success, but also to get their blood health markers and all of their total health in order. Keto is my life. I couldn't agree more. Thank you, Charming Confessions. Grandma does keto. There is no off for me. There is no turning back. That would include seizures and God knows what else. Probably a stroke, if not horribly crippling pain like what I had for years and years. And see, you're doing it with a purpose in mind, Grandma, because you know what it's like on the flip side of that. You know what it would be like if there was an after with keto. Keto is saving your life, just as it's saving the lives of so many of us. For you, it's a more acute saving because you have massive challenges if you didn't eat this way. For some of us, it's just about weight gain or whatever. But for you, it could literally be life and death. So kudos to you. Aunt L, hey, buddy. Just heard you on the Sean Baker podcast this morning. I'm a bigger fan now. Thank you. Yeah, I had a lot of fun on the Human Outlier podcast with Dr. Sean Baker and Zach Bitter. Go listen to it, you guys. I was pretty blunt in that podcast. So if you like Jimmy Rants, you got a lot of ranting on that one. They got into a little bit of kind of the business end of things as well when it comes to podcasting and my success as an author and that kind of thing. So definitely go check it out. Crazy Grandma of 8, what's your opinion of switching from keto to paleo? Well, I'm not doing any generalized questions, but why would you go backwards? If you're already eating keto and you're getting benefits from keto, why would you go backwards to paleo? Paleo is a precursor to keto. Not saying you can't do paleo and be successful, but if you're getting results on keto, why would you go backwards to paleo? That doesn't make any sense. All right, guys, that's it for this episode of Jimmy Rants. As always, hop on over to jimmyrants.com. And once you're there, you can see how the show works. We start off over on Instagram, so go follow me there at Livin' Low Carb Man, LIVINLOWCARBMAN. Once you're there, you can engage live, just like all these awesome peoples did here today. Thank you guys for engaging in the content. Not receiving Instagram notifications, says Alberto. Sorry about that, man. I'm not sure what's going on. Instagram has had some issues with me trying to save the videos of these Jimmy Rants too. So I don't know what's going on. Maybe they're doing some updates. If you missed the live, you can watch it on replay for up to 24 hours. So go follow me on Instagram. If you don't do Instagram, or if you missed the live and the replay, you can watch all the past episodes on YouTube. Type in a keyword, Jimmy Rants. You will find the show. Finally, we have the best of the best moments of this here show in podcast form. It's the Jimmy Rants podcast over on Apple Podcast and Stitcher. JimmyRants.com is the website. So guys, until next time, we'll see you then.